U.S. companies find legal ways around Trump's Huawei blacklist. Got to give them the Huawei update. Give them the intro, the soundtrack. Willie, do for the Huawei update. Go ahead.
I don't want to play the graduation song.
No, not the graduation song. You forgot. It's the Sports Center song. You don't have to play it. I just need you to hum it.
No, man, we're gonna get knocked off of YouTube.
No, not if you hum it.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, how many times we already... Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Okay, well.
We just stole the Sports Center, but as long as we hum it...
We're off YouTube now.
No, you can't. You're not going to be off YouTube for humming it, man. Huawei update. The people need it from us. You don't understand, Will. All the tweets, they come at me. Lou, Huawei this, Huawei that. You don't understand. US this, Trump that.
I think if you type Huawei in Google, it's
just us.
Always going to be news.
No, it's just us. We come up. The Huawei update.
It's just your face.
That's right. No, it's a lot of news. It's still a lot of news. G20 coming down. Japan, Osaka, Trump. Travels there. The world leaders, the world is meeting. All the images. Look at them. You see? Will, that's how it goes. See? This is what we do, Will. Just like that. They didn't invite us to the G20. They don't care about us. We're here at a distance. We do what we can. Anyhow, they're meeting up. That's the old one in Argentina. They're in Osaka this time. But nonetheless, whether they figure it out or don't figure it out, guess what companies are doing? Companies are doing what companies do. They are figuring it out. And one of those companies, Micron Technology, the largest U.S. maker of computer memory chips, they're like, hey, man, thanks, but no thanks, Trump. We want our stock to go in one direction. We got to report to shareholders. We got to get in the boardroom, and we got to have a plan. We can't sit around and deal with 25% tariff on this and that and an inability to sell to our biggest customers. So they found ways. They look through. They got lawyers. What do you think? Lawyers? You can't get a lawyer? I mean, half these companies are lawyers. They go in there and they say, oh, big deal. All we got to do is funnel the sales through country XYZ. Big deal. These companies are so big, Will, that they have foreign offices, head offices. They go, oh, what do we got to do? We got to put the sale through the UK? Fine, done. And so it turns out for a company like Micron, they just move things around. They have operations all over the world. They have plants in Singapore, Japan, and Taiwan. Intel, another big player, they have factories in China and Ireland. So they could just legally move shipments into the right locations to work around the restrictions and keep doing business. Now, there are some restrictions that are impossible to avoid, particularly in relationship to customer service after the fact, and like software updates and picking up the phone, the 1-800 number, things like this. Especially if those operations, the people you connect with, that clientele, those individuals are based in the U.S. You can't get around that. You're kind of stuck. But there's at least a couple of examples that have emerged where companies have successfully figured out ways to work around. And that's what happens, you see. You get into these situations where you set up these barriers. You build these walls, Will. Guess what human beings do?
Tear it down.
They go, let me find a little crack in your wall. I mean, human beings, incredible creatures we are.
They find ways to hack the system.
That's what it is. You say, what's that, Mom? I can't have the cookie? See about that.
Yeah.
They try to do that to you, Willie, when you were a youngster. They try to say, you need to eat a balanced diet.
Yeah, I was cookie deprived.
See, they try to say nothing but broccoli. And you were like, we'll see about that. Now you're the cookie monster. Anyway, so the way this thing breaks down It's apparently 25% is the threshold. 25% U.S. origin. De minimis threshold. So if a commodity is made overseas from less sensitive U.S. origin technology, it's not subject to the entity list prohibition. So it's a rearrangement that has to take place, and you know they're all working on it, and they're all going to find ways around it. And it's a time game. We're in a time game right now where, yeah, the markets have been hit. Chinese exports, particularly to the U.S., have been hit. Operations are quickly pivoting, changing to go, okay, we need some industrial space in Vietnam because we got to move. We got to just keep things moving. We can't take this hit right now. But the long-term plans for a lot of these manufacturers are just to set up their operations in such a fashion to sidestep these issues. And who's chasing who? To what extent can you continue this game? What you gonna do? You're gonna go put restrictions, or you're gonna put tariffs on other places as well? Vietnam, Ireland, whatever loophole they're gonna figure out. You know what you're gonna be doing, Will? It's gonna be like a boat that's got a bunch of leaks in it. You ever seen that cartoon? And you try to plug one leak, and then it comes twice as much in the other.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation. It's a tough game to play. It's not a game I want to play, but that's human beings for you. Human beings find a way, don't they? Mm-hmm. Hungry bunch, aren't we? Cookie monsters, aren't we?
Definitely.
There it is.